Alright, so we're heading over. This is one of my favorite farms, if we can get the group full, is Primal Fires. And I'm going to show you a real easy way. If you don't know anything about any of these gold farming groups, I'm going to show you a real easy way to get in some, learn how they do them, and if you want to run them yourself, you can do it. But if you go to the group finder, pre-made, I gotta leave this group. I'm gonna wait. I'll show you in a little while. I don't want to. But if you go to the group finder, pre-made, custom groups, and in the search box, just type farm and search, you're gonna find all kinds of groups that are farming. Now the Primal Fires are awesome. They sell, I think, right now for about 350 gold each on my server. I don't know that this is going to be a very good group, to be honest with you. There's only 3 of us. He's having a hard time filling. And yeah, this group's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is pop up here. I'm going to leave that group. And that way I can show you real quick, and we'll find something else. So pre-made groups, custom, find a group, type in farm, and you're going to find a whole bunch of people, sometimes a whole bunch, sometimes not a lot. Spirit of Harmony farm, they're full. The Grand Fur farm, I don't really care for that one a whole lot, to be honest with you. High Mountain Rep farm, Volatile Water. That's a good one, actually. It's late at night. There's not a whole lot. McCall farm. They must be farming pets. You know, let's see what that's all about. It's probably one I know, but let's see if they'll invite me. If not, we'll find another one. There we go. I don't even know where these guys are. Let's see where these guys are. I don't even know this farm, but like I said, it's a great way to learn. Looks like they're down in Stranglethorn. Yep, cool. Heading that way. I know this farm. I know this farm. Well, we'll check it out for a little while. See how we do. They're all druids. Kind of weird that I'm a priest doing a farm. Generally, people like using the druids because you can, when it comes time to loot, you can loot in flying mount form. Just makes it faster. Some of these gold farms, I'll do that because I can't. You can't make it around fast enough to get everything. Right, this guy knows what he's doing. Kill for 2 minutes and then loot. Smart. It's what keeps your mob spawn going. If you just keep consistently killing. If you got a leader that he'll give a kill command and you'll kill until he says loot, and then everybody loots, and then everybody will start killing again. Just got to get there. I know of this farm. I've never done this farm, so we're going to see. I know it's for a pet, but we'll see. We'll beat to these guys in just a couple of minutes. See if we can pop some gold here. And what he does is he'll put marks on the ground and mark each member so you know the area you're going to kill in. We're just about there. There's my mark. I'm going to turn my loot appraiser on. Okay, here we go. If it's done right, the mobs will keep spawning. I don't want to do that whole turn in circles things. That'll make you guys dizzy, right? Let's see what we get here. This guy's set up nice. We'll be looting here shortly.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Should be telling us to loot. I guess that means we're looting. I'm guessing this is not a real heavy transmog farm. Must be looking for that specific pet. Give this a little while. See if we end up picking anything up here at all. And sometimes some of these gold farms can seem like nothing. And then you hit that one item that makes it worth it.
I don't have a target. I need to target something first. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I need to target.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I need a target.
But nice, that guy just got a blue worth 900 gold. I mean, I personally have my notifications set only if I get something over 1,000, but well, whatever. Everybody has their settings done differently. Wow, nice. It's 4,852 gold for that ring. I mean, I don't know what. Again, I have my settings for my server because I want to know if I'm going to make. I don't want to know what the global value is. I want to know what the server value is. That's the important thing to me.
I don't have a target.
Yeah, leader of this group streaming as well. That's funny.
I need to target something first. I don't have a target. I need a target. I need to target something first. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need to target something first. I need a target. I need to target something first. I don't have a target. I need a target. I need to target something first. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need to target something first. I don't have a target. I need to target something first.
Respawn rate's actually pretty decent here. It's got it set up nice.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
him there for 1,400 gold. Not bad. I'll take it. Nice. What do you get there? First mate hat. That's interesting. I don't show that for my server, but depending on what server you're on, things sell drastically different. It's on my server too. That's interesting. There we go. Yeah, regional market value on that's 21,295. Looks like on the server here, about 6,200. It's still pretty decent. I have to verify. I'd go to the auction house and double check it, but still at 6,200 gold. That's nice. Right. Hey, what's going on, man? You got anything decent from this farm yet? It's I guess the macaw pet is the big get from here. Nice. Yeah, I actually just got into gold farming probably maybe about a month and a half ago, just out of boredom at the end of the expansion, but I'm kind of addicted to it now. Doing different. I just sometimes will just open up the. I was just showing on my stream. Open up the group finder, go to custom group, and just type in farm, and see what people are doing, and go out and just do different ones. I had heard about this one. I've just never done it. Yeah, it is. It is. Gold farming is way addicting, but it's just something different to do in the game. And of course, I want that auction house mount in BFA, so I got a lot of gold farming to do. Yeah, he said he had a baby crying. I get it, no problem. But the respawn is actually, he's got it set up nice. The respawn is pretty decent. I'm pulling an all-nighter, so I got the coffee flowing. Nice. Well, we should be getting back to it here. Looks like it anyway. There we go. Looking for something good.
Five, four, three, two, one.
I got my setting too low. 211 gold. Body at 543. It all adds up though. So nothing great yet, for me anyway. And my gold per hour is a little down. Of course, we had that delay there. One of our party members was having baby issues, so it happens. But we're just looking for that one item
I need to target
that can
something.
jack our gold per hour through the roof. And look, one of the keys about a lot of
I
these
don't have a
gold
target.
farms is
I need to target something first. I don't have a target.
if you're doing transmog stuff, you could be reposting for a while before stuff sells, but it will sell eventually. Pets, like we're looking for here, generally they go pretty quick. Again, all of this is subject to the server you're on, and every server is different. But believe me, Blizzard is just tossing gold at us. I laugh every time I see people in chat saying how hard it is to make gold in this game. It is literally not hard at all.
5,
And you don't have to spend a lot of
4,
time.
3,
I make a lot of mine playing the
2,
auction house, honestly,
1.
buying and selling stuff. Here we go. It's loot time. Nice, you got a little blue there. Yeah, I got you. Right. I always set mine to see my market value. I want to see the the cork bat prices. Yeah, things change. The McCalls, I'll have to check my server, but got too many of these guys on Loot Appraiser are setting up global or regional market value, which is not really an indication of what they're going to get. I like setting it at my market value, even if it shows that I'm making less gold per hour. I want to know what I have a chance at making, not an average.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice. Pretty decent transmog greens these guys are getting there, for sure. I haven't been so lucky yet, but you never know. So we are out at Stranglethorn, Fort Livingston area, just southeast of the Horde base, northwest of Fort Livingston. That's where this farm is located. And I have not been so lucky yet. After this, I'm going to go to one of my favorite skinning spots with my hunter. Because the group farms are great, but you can't always get in a good group. I mean, this is a good group farm. I haven't done fantastic here yet, but it's a good group. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. The leader's got it set up nice. Got the timers going. At a lot of times, late night is a great time to farm.
2,
less people.
1.
And here we go. $289 gold. Not complaining. $356 gold for that belt. And again, these are my server prices, so it's what I can expect to get for these items, and it's consistently updated server prices as well. I use the TSM desktop app to keep my auction house prices current for my server. If you don't use Trade Skill Manager, you should be using Trade Skill Manager. If you're interested in farming gold, I mean, it's basically that's what it's for. It's great for crafting. I thought I looted this stuff. Right, so I'm at 2,600 gold. At the 30-minute mark, again, we had a delay, so you got to factor that. So a little over 5,000 gold an hour right now, which is very low. But again, we had a delay, and again, a lot of these gold farms can pop one or two items at any time and shoot that through the ceiling. And unless you're farming crafting material, if you're doing transmog items, pets, stuff like that, you're going to make moderate gold on average. But you are really looking for that one or two items that's going to make the farm completely worth it. A lot of times you could go hours, get nothing, and then hit that one. I've got a solo farm spot for my monk out in the wetlands. I'll show you later that I've gone again. It's a pet farm, but there's other good stuff there, and I've gotten 2 of the pets in like the first 15 minutes.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, here we go. Yeah, I mean, there's decent items across the board you can probably sell. But you're right, yeah, if you're going to make a lot of gold here, it's off the pets.
I don't have a target. I need to target something first. I don't have a target.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Did I get the cork bat there? No, I didn't get it. Somebody else got it. Who got it? Nice. A lot of low value greens, but that's alright, they'll sell at some point. Almost ready, bro.
I need to target something first. I don't have a target. I need a target. I need to target something first. I don't have a target.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, thanks for the follow, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, I really should be doing this on my druid. It's crazy that I'm not. But I mean, the only thing that makes it slower is the looting time. That's all. My priest with the instant cast can kill just as fast. It's just I'm a lot slower in looting. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm almost ready. Ugh. I'm such a noob.
I need a target.
Yeah, it's just a loot time. I mean,
I need to target something
hey, thanks for the follow, bro. Appreciate it.
I need to target something first.
Yeah, I mean, I kill just as fast. It's just a loot time because you can stay on your mount as a druid. It's just the best way to do it when you're in the farming groups is to use the druid because the flight form saves a ton of time.
I don't have a target.
A lot of people just use a trial, make a trial druid,
I don't have a target.
and then just mail it to
I need a target.
whatever tune they want to sell it.
I don't have a target.
If you're gonna do that, which be careful because it's I think it's 8 hours of play time. You end up getting caught with a tune that's got a bunch of stuff on it or like a real expensive item
I don't have a target.
that you didn't mail.
I need to target something first.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I need to target something first.
Cobra, you do any dungeon running? Solo dungeon running? Like transmog stuff?
I can't loot that.
Nice. Got a nice green there, you did.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go, nice blue shield, 1400 gold. I'll tell you what, the leader's doing really well. I haven't seen him call yet, but oh, nice. Yeah, he's been looting some really nice stuff. He's done well. I just find doing farms like this, the real key is just getting tons of auctions up in the auction house and just keep that flow of gold coming into the mailbox. Yeah, the coffee's cold.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That would be stealing.
And a lot of these farms, you're gonna have to put in some time to, if you want to get the big money drops. Of course, it's all RNG. I mean, you could get one in the first 2 minutes, or not get one at all, or get one 2 to 3 hours in. All depends on how much time you're willing to put into it. Come on, bro. Really? Wow, nice. Black velvet robes. 16. This guy is looting everything. He's pulling out some nice stuff. Wow. When he's streaming it too, that's cool. Good for him.
I need to target something first.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Corvette, huh? $5,232 gold there. Again, it's low, but yeah, I didn't have much luck there again. But I'm jumping around, just kind of doing all different kinds of stuff, just to show different ways you can farm gold. I dig the group stuff, but again, it's or even like farming dungeons, it's all RNG. I mean, if you're not out like farming mats, that's guaranteed gold. And like I said, I make the majority of my gold from buying and selling in the auction house. See what we got. Just little bits. $5,600 gold out of the mailbox there. Got some pretty decent stuff. Yeah, I know I have 235,000 gold in this tune. I just sent a bunch of gold over to uh, my monk. That's where I keep the majority of it. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break, heat my coffee up, and then switch over to my hunter and do some skin farm. Be right back.
I am afraid our continued presence on Makari has awoken more angry spirits. Help them find peace.
How are you? See you soon.
Alright, so we are back. I am on my hunter. And I'm going to go out to one of my favorite skinning farming spots. I watch a lot of gold making videos, and I don't see many people going out here. It's not the greatest spot, but we'll see how well we do. If there's nobody here, you can do really, really well. Of course, you can say that for pretty much any farming spot. There's nobody there, right? So we did one of the group farms out in Stranglethorn, trying to get the macaw pet. I'm going to do, this is just a little solo profession gold farming, which I prefer, honestly. Profession mats are pretty much a guaranteed sell most of the time, and they're always spike up at the beginning of an expansion, so you can make real good money when BFA drops if you're set up and ready to go with your professions. And then after this, I'm going to do some solo dungeon running. A couple of spots I like. Again, there's one dungeon I do that I haven't seen in, I don't think I've ever seen it in a gold making video. So we are out in Pandaria. I'm just going to fly right over the hill here. Spent a ton of time. I wasn't really gold farming back then. I was just something to do between battleground queues. And there's somebody here. Is he even skinning? They get a whole group. They get a group farm thing going on out here. But it doesn't look like any of them are skinning. That's interesting. Well, I will take the spot that they don't have. How about that? I don't even need to fly around. Usually I'll hit all these spots, but
I can't attack them.
this is kind of like the benefit of being in a group farm without being in a group. This exotic leather on my server is just shy of 6 gold a piece right now. You also get the plump intestines. Which usually have gold. We also get the motive harmonies, which you make the spirits with. 10 of them. Those sell well. 300 some gold, I think, each. So again, this works just as well. I mean, we got lucky. There's a group here farming, and they didn't have this spot covered, so I just jumped in. Not even in the party, but it's keeping the respawn going really well. And even if they weren't here, you could literally fly from spot to spot and do the same thing. It's just saving me some time. That horde went down, took that other spot they weren't covering. So I think now between that guy down there, the horde, me, and their group that they have, I think every one of the spots have somebody in it. Thinking this warlock was probably coming to take this spot, but I'm here, so sorry, buddy.
I'm out of range.
And again, unlike doing transmog or pets, I mean, pets pretty well sell. Transmog is hit or miss, it will sell. It's all a matter of how long it takes to sell. The market changes rapidly, and how much do you sell it for versus how much you thought you were going to sell it for. Sometimes can be a big difference. But gold is gold either way. I just find that profession mats. Good thing about profession mats is if the market drops down at any given time, you can just sit on them and pretty much bet they're going to come back up again. Yeah, nothing to write home about as far as green drops here, so that's kind of not the point of the farm. That's all just kind of icing on the cake. It's more the moats and the leather. Getting a good amount of moats, that's nice.
I need to get closer.
You can see I'm living on the benefit of that group. So is that horde down there. Up the hill there's a group that's been farming this spot. They got a party together and they're covering most of the spots up the hill. It keeps our respawn going pretty quick. As you can see, I can't even get everything skinned before it respawns again. Got 23 of the moats of harmony. So it's 10-minute mark here. I'm at 1600 gold, so about 10,000 gold an hour, give or take. That's pretty legit. I'll take that. Again, it's not the big sexy numbers you see from a lot of the big gold farmers. But again, I'm not on a server where the economy's crazy and items sell for all kinds of ridiculous amounts of gold. Actually, the item values are pretty low on this server. And again, you gotta watch the guys that talk about the 100,000 gold an hour. One, it's you gotta get extremely lucky with items. Two, then you gotta sell that item. And a lot of times that item doesn't sell for that much on their server. They've got their loot appraiser set up on global averages. And what I found is global averages don't even come close to what stuff sells for on my server. It's much less on my server. Okay, we'll do another. We'll go to the 20-minute mark on this one, see where we end up, and then we'll move on to something else. Like I was showing earlier, if you're new to gold farming and you're interested in doing the group farms, obviously you can find them in videos, but when you're new, you don't really want to host the farms. So if you go up to Group Finder, pre-made custom, find a group, and in the search box just type farm. There's always a whole bunch of different types of join a group and just get in and do what they tell you to do. It's usually pretty simple. They'll mark you, and then they'll mark a spot on the ground. That's your spot. If it's a well-run group, generally what they're going to be doing is they're going to be killing for roughly 2 minutes and then looting. That keeps the respawn going. So be ready for that. But it's a great way to learn about all the different kinds of farm spots. I haven't really been gold farming that long, maybe about a month and a half now. Just kind of started getting into watching videos and thought, that's pretty cool, something to do while I'm waiting on BFA to drop. And then I kind of got hooked on it. It's kind of a challenge. See how much gold you can make, how many auctions can you get in the auction house. I was amazed when I first started doing it and watching videos of these guys that have like thousands of auctions in the auction house. But it's really not that hard to get there. You do it consistently. You don't have to spend a lot of time either. So we got like nice try, buddy. Like 5,000 gold on the group farm out in Stranglethorn. Nice try, buddy. They get mad I took their spot or what? I guess so.
I'm out of range. It's too far away. I don't have a target. I need a target.
You want that spot, buddy? You can have it. I guarantee there's a spot right over here nobody's doing. You guys ain't skinning nothing, huh? A lot of people. There's usually not this many people out here. What, you're gonna come over here now? Okay, no problem, bro. I'll go over here.
I need to get closer.
So it's an easy 10,000 gold an hour in mats for this particular farm. We haven't gone that long. 20 minutes on this, an hour on the other one. It's about 8,000 gold worth of stuff. And then I'm going to jump back on my priest for the next one because he's a tailor and I want the cloth bonus. So let me switch back over to that and I will be right back.
You need something? Go with honor, friend.
Alright, so I wanted to show you cool little dungeon run. It's a dungeon run I like. It's not, again, probably not one you're going to see from any of the top gold guys, but I like it for cloth. It drops some other good stuff. And again, it's not going to be the crazy numbers, but it's I like it because it's fast. You can run it really fast. I can get 10 runs done pretty quickly, as you'll see when we get there. But I wanted to show you something really quick that I like a lot for moving items. Generally, what I like to do is keep a tune in town when I'm gold farming and just mail all my stuff back to that tune so I can keep farming and then come back later on and start vendoring and auctioning and all that stuff. But part of my, it's kind of weird, but okay, this is, I'll just do a quick thing for you. This is my favorite in-game guide add-on, but it's got a mailbox function as a part of it that I love for mass mailing stuff, and I'll show you why. But since I had to open it, I wanted to show you anyway what's in it. Leveling guides, if you love questing, or if you hate questing, either way, it's I started using this in Burning Crusade and power leveling tunes. Any race class combination. It's got all the racial starting areas, Horde and Alliance. You simply just follow the guide and follow the arrows, and it takes you through the fastest questing pass to level a tune. And there's already a Battle for Azeroth folder in here. There will be a quest leveling guide for Battle of Azeroth in this, ready to go the day BFA drops. So I won't have to figure out where the quests are, how to do the quests. I just follow my guide, get out in front of that massive mob of people that are going to be questing at the beginning of the expansion, and be able to enjoy leveling quickly through the questing system. Also has dungeons and raid guides for every dungeon and raid in the game. Daily quests, great way to make gold is daily quests, and it has the daily quests for every expansion in the game. Even if you haven't unlocked the ability to do the daily quests in a certain expansion, the guide will walk you through to how to open up the dailies and then start doing them. Seasonal events, all the seasonal events they have, the quest lines and the achievements, they have those in here. Reputations, if you want to get exalted with pretty much everybody, all the factions in the game since the beginning, they're there. Gold guides, profession guides, those are going to get a work over because the way you level professions is changing in BFA. Pets and mounts, battle pets, hunter pets, mounts. If you want to go picking up every mount that's available in the game and how you get them, achievement mounts, dungeon mounts, raid mounts, they're all there. Titles, if you like all the titles, they've got those there, and then achievements. So it's an incredible suite of guides all in one add-on. And if you want to check it out, go to wowguides.org. It's a link that lets them know I sent you. It helps me out. I'd appreciate that. But one of the things I wanted to show you that it's kind of just like a little additional feature of this add-on is their mailbox function. And if I click send over here, it opens up their mailbox feature. And let me see. Oh, I think I can just do the pull down. Yep. And select a tune. And then it's got everything that's in my bags. It's all here, right? Everything. You can click, 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 and then hit send. But if you want to send it all, just click that top box. It's highlighted everything. And you know how you can only do like 12 items per mail? It's going to create all those individual mails for me when I hit send. Watch. Literally just mailed everything. Created multiple mails, sent it out to that same. The only thing that's left in my bags are soulbound and stuff certainly that you uh, can't mail. So that's just a little extra bonus they add with that guide. It's with the add-on. It's very cool. So I wanted to show you that. All right, I'm going to get set up for the next dungeon. I don't really want to waste time flying out there. Plus, I need a bio break. So while I'm doing that, real quick, one more time, I will be right back.
Hello. Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay, so quick change. We are going to actually go out to a dungeon that I've run a couple of times, but I've never really run loot appraiser to track how much gold per hour I'm making on it. So we're going to go out and run it a few times and see how we do. So we're heading out to Northern End, and we're actually going to run Halls of Lightning. And this is a dungeon that I never saw. On a gold making video. It was just a dungeon that I thought, you know what, I'm going to try that and see if I can make some gold from it. And with a tailor and the cloth bonus, you can do pretty good with frostweave cloth. But there's some other stuff. So, but like I said, I've done it a couple of times. I've never really run Loot Appraiser to track how much gold per hour I'm doing, but you can run the dungeon really fast. I'll show you. It's going to take us a few minutes to get out there. Every time I see the map and I see the new areas, I'm excited. And again, I'm not a beta player or anything like that, so a lot of that stuff I try to avoid hearing about because I like to experience a expansion fresh. I'm actually going to hit a flight path. What the heck?
Greetings.
There we go. Where are we going?
Flight question.
All right, now I'm going to bio while I fly out there. I'll be right back. Yes, I'm wearing my PJs. Chilling in my PJs. Where the heck are we at? Wow, we've gone like next to nowhere. What's going on? I should have just flew directly there. So check it out if you have not followed my stream. I'm doing a giveaway. You'll see it below the stream here. If you're on YouTube, come over to the Twitch stream. You'll see it below. I had to buy a cam for my stream, and while doing research, I read a bunch of really good reviews on the Logitech C920 HD Pro. And when I started shopping for it, I found a really good deal on it. I thought, you know what, I'm going to get two. So that's the cam I'm using right now. It's got the built-in mic. It's got all kinds of features. It's really cool. I just started playing with it. But I've got one I'm giving away on August 15th. And basically all the information about the giveaway is down below. But in a nutshell, you get why not bucks from viewing my stream, from following my stream, and donating if you feel so inclined to do that. But it's 200 why not bucks per entry. You can basically hit a exclamation point enter to enter when you have why not bucks. And if you follow the stream, you get 200 why not bucks just for following the stream. So that gets you one entry into the webcam giveaway. And I'm going to be doing giveaways probably more than monthly. Hopefully every week, every couple of weeks. We'll see how it goes. But I like doing giveaways. They're fun. So yeah, just give me a follow and you'll earn enough why not bucks just to get your first entry into the giveaway. Pretty cool. I thought anyway. And it's open all the way to the 15th. Even if you're watching the feed, you're accruing why not bucks, but you have to be a follower to win. All right, we're almost there. And again, this is not going to be one of those 1 million gold an hour dungeons. It's just a good solid. It's a fast dungeon run. It's good if you got a tailor because the Frostweave cloth drops. And it's decent gold. Well, we're going to find out. Like I said, I've done it a few times, but I've never really ran Loot Appraiser to see how much gold per hour I'm getting on it. And then also keep in mind, like I said before, when I run Loot Appraiser, I run Loot Appraiser to give me the gold per hour based upon the economy on my server. A lot of guys run like the global market value or regional market value, which are averages, which tend to skew higher than most individual servers, so it looks like they're making a lot more gold per hour than they actually make once they sell those items. I gold farm for me, not to show that I'm making more than I'm making. So when I run my Loot Appraiser, I run it for my server because I want to know how much gold I'm potentially going to make. Alright, we're almost here. It's a long flight. Yeah, there's two that I run out here. This one and Gundrak, because Gundrak's got a really, if you go through the back entrance at Gundrak, you can literally pull a bunch of mobs and spam them down in like 30 seconds. It's silly. So you can run 10 runs of Gundrak in no time at all. But we'll see how long this takes. It's pretty quick, actually. Alright, so we just got it started, and we're off. I should have Bear Tartar. I think they nerfed it, but it's still effective. Whatever. And I don't do full dungeon pulls like you see people do. I pull what makes sense and then I like pulling everything. So I'll even go up here and pull these guys. Gold is gold. And like I said, the run is pretty quick, so might as well get everything. And you never know what mob is going to drop that nice item you've been looking for. And even the relics of Oldwar sell pretty decent for whatever reason. I don't know why. Let's see if I pull these guys in the front end. And again, Bear Tartar will make this faster as well. But this is a pretty quick dungeon. I mean, a few minutes I think it'll be. It won't be long at all. And honestly, I'd have Bear Tartar if I wasn't a noob. And I am a noob. Like I said, I don't skip over anything. If I'm running for gold, I'm running for gold. Might as well kill everything, especially in a dungeon like this where everything's pretty tight. $116 gold. I killed the boss because even vendor drops or vendor drops. I will go through here and pull all the way to the next boss. I even go all the way out here. I don't know why, but I do. Always have. Up around the corner over here. And one more big pool. These guys start punting around all over the place. Oop. And again, some bear tartar would make this a lot faster as well. I'd at least shave a couple minutes off each run, I think.
It's too far away.
I have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth and extinction of entire species. Over countless millennia, the foolishness of mortals has remained the only constant. But I stand for you, not heralds the end of this world.
So we're at 1,860 gold for that run. It'll probably be... And again, if you don't know, you don't have to walk all the way back out the dungeon. You can drop down right here. And you're basically back at the beginning again. So you can see, like, this one here, if you're a player with limited playing time, with the bear tartar, you could probably run this in about probably 7 minutes. So say you get 10 runs would take you a little over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes, and I did 1860. If you average that, it'd be about 18,000 gold in an hour and 15 minutes. So we'll run it again just to see if it holds true. So we're at 1860. Let's run it one more time. I'm going to go the other way around this time, see how that works out. Cool. And you could probably pull more. I mean, there's probably guys who just pull the whole dungeon when they do this. I don't know. I sometimes think that if you pull groups too big, it limits the loot you get. I don't know why. It probably doesn't, and it just feels like that sometimes. Got 142 frostweave cloth already. So even if you want to make bags, you disenchant, get your infinite dust, you've got the frostweave cloth already. You can run this a bunch of times to make the bags as well. Bags always sell. And there's always a different level of player. Not everybody's willing to spend or has the gold to buy the top tier bags. And if they use a lot of the guys for alts, will buy some of the cheaper bags. Yeah, so there's so many ways to make gold in this game. And we started off with a group farm out in Stranglethorn for the macaw pet. A solo farm, which actually kind of ended up being a quasi-group farm out in Pandaria for the exotic leather. It's a good spot. Even if there's nobody there, you can still do really, really well by yourself. Vortex bracers, 754 gold. Wow, two of the same clip. Cool. It's all bad, doesn't matter. And again, one of the keys with farming items, I mean, other than, you know, Professor Matt's pretty much always sell. You get a little slowdown at the end of expansions, but it'll pick right back up as you get into the next expansion. There's always people leveling alts, there's always transmog gear at every different level that people want to buy. That guy was a little wigged out running back and forth there. And I like dungeons I can run really, really quick. Like all them great transmog. The dungeon's big for me anyway. Most people would think it's nothing. It's a pretty fast run once you know it actually. Oh, they're gonna start punting me around now. But I like dungeons that I can run in a couple of minutes and just get my 10 spam runs done and then move on to other stuff in the game. But probably most players that don't have a lot of time, the last thing they want to do is pick a dungeon that's going to take them 20 minutes or a half an hour to run. And then how much time are you talking about to get 10 runs in? Maybe all your playing time. That's nice. Shoulder guards. 676 gold. Well, this run's actually turning out to be better than the last one. How much frostweave cloth we got? 184. And most guys would say I'm silly for running around there and killing those two guys, but again, I believe that every little bit helps when you're here. It took seconds, and you never know what that mob's going to drop.
Witness the rise and fall of empires, the birth and extinction of entire species. Over countless millennia, the foolishness of man remains a lie. Is that for you? Will not choose the end of this world.
And also one thing to keep in notice, I have my loot appraiser set to ignore soulbound items, so that's boss drops that I can vendor. That's not factored into the gold. So we'll run out. I want to get all the way out, be fair, and see where we're at. Alright, so let's say 18 minutes with the bear tartar. We're only going to shave 30 seconds off. So if you want to do 10 runs, then if you've got a tune that's got a speed burst or something like that, you can do it even faster. But with this tune, you're looking at 90 minutes, so an hour and a half for an average of, let's see, we did 47.34. We did way better on the second run than we did on the first one. Somewhere around 24,000 gold. It's a nice little haul. If you did this once or twice a week, you'd have all the gold you need. Alrighty, so we did the group farm, we did the solo profession map farm. Again, let me show you, if you want to get into gold farming in groups, a great way to do it is go to Group Finder, go to pre-made groups, go to custom, find group, type in farm, and it's late, so there's not a whole lot going on, but you can always get in the group and then learn how to do it and decide if you want to run groups for yourself later on. Generally how the group farms are going to work is everybody's going to have a position. You're going to get marked with a raid marker. The ground's going to be marked so you know where your kill area is. Group leader, if he knows what he's doing, is going to have you kill for roughly 2 minutes. He'll give a kill command and then he'll give a loot command. That keeps the mobs on a continual respawn and lets you keep making gold. But I'm going to take a quick break and then I'll be back. Not sure what I'm going to do next. Might do some leveling. I wanted to create a new alt to demo the leveling guide that I use. Because I really, it is the best way to level any toon. Like I said, I've been using it since BC. I've tried every different possible way to level. I love leveling alts, and it is the fastest way to do it. So, cool. That's my gold farming for the night. I've got some other streams I did to show you my daily routine as far as what daily quests I do. Early in expansion, I'll do all of them at the end. Now, I'm really particular about which ones I do. Don't ignore your garrison, particularly if you're a tailor. You got the ore trader, you got the herb trader, you got the leather trader. Hexweave bags sell really, really well. The value hardly ever dropped on those. If you're a tailor and you're not using your garrison to keep making hexweave bags and sell them, you're missing a lot of gold because the Legion expansion did not give us a bigger bag, really. BFA is going to, but hexweave bags are just as good. Alright, I'll be back in just a few. Peace.